We are in a customer service crisis today, and it cannot be denied. You see it in the long wait times on our 800 number. You see it in the injustice we do to people through accidental overpayments and then their clawbacks. And you see it probably most jarringly in this map of the United States.
That was just Martin O'Malley, Commissioner of the Social Security Administration, saying that everything is, I guess, okay, going according to plan, talking more about the funding for Social Security. Not sure if this is part of an outreach program. Take a look at this. Stronger economy improves outlook for Medicare and Social Security. So we've been hearing lately that there's been some good news going on about Social Security. I'm going to play the full video clip of what Martin O'Malley has to say, give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So, strong economy improves outlook for Medicare and Social Security, seeing benefits projected to last longer before running dry in the 2030s. Now, if you haven't heard already, the good news here is that Social Security will not run out, or at least have to be cut by 25% by an extra year. So 2035 is the new target date. And that is the good news, according to Martin O'Malley and the SSA, saying that Social Security will not be cut for an additional year because we had a good year, a good economy. Now, I'm not sure if that's actually good news, saying that in, let's say 10, 11 years that Social Security is going to run out, or at least be significantly cut. But this is what they're saying. So the hospital insurance fund for Medicare Part A benefits will be able to pay 100% of total scheduled benefits until 2036, 5 years later than what was reported. Meanwhile, the outlook for Social Security improved slightly over last year's projections by one metric and remain unchanged under another. So if combined with the program's Disability Insurance Trust Fund, the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund could pay out full retirement benefits until 2035, a year later than last year's projection. At that point, Social Security benefits would face a 17% cut. So, as mentioned, the good news here is that Social Security will last one more year. The big question is, every year are we going to get another year? Are we just going to be on a 10-year cliff that's just going to keep moving as we go through? Well, that's assuming if we have a good economy. That may not be the case, but in terms of funding and what's going on with Social Security, take a look at the latest update from the Social Security Commissioner, Martin O'Malley.
Hello, this is Martin O'Malley. I'm the Commissioner of the Social Security Administration, having been nominated by the President of the United States, thank you, President Biden, and confirmed by the Senate, whom I also thank. But I wanted to bring you up to date on where we stand today as an agency and how we can improve the level of customer service we deliver for the American people. Because they paid for it. Each of you paid for it. You paid for it through hard work over a lifetime. You paid not only for your benefits, but you also paid for the customer service necessary to access and apply for those benefits. So here we go. We are in a customer service crisis today, and it cannot be denied. You see it in the long wait times on our 800 number. You see it in the injustice we do to people through accidental overpayments and then their clawbacks. And you see it probably most jarringly in this map of the United States. These are the disability determination offices, and their job is to make those initial disability determinations. As you can see from this map, there is not one of them that is in the green of making those determinations within 120 days. In fact, some of them, people have to wait longer than 300 days. In my own state, it's 359 days. That's unacceptable. So how do we improve this? How do we put the agency on a path to improving customer service? This next chart shows you where we are today. The blue graph represents, and going up, 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 and up, are the number of customers that we are now serving. As baby boomers, people of my generation, have aged, we now serve more people than ever. But the red line is staffing. Staffing has been allowed to decline to 27-year lows. We're glad Congress recently passed a budget on this year, We're glad that cuts to this agency were not deeper, even as we rise to an all-time high in the number of people that we serve. We've got to make some changes. The good news is, not long ago, Social Security actually operated at a very high level of customer service. Prior to 2017, we were allowed by Congress to operate on about 1.2% in administrative costs compared to the annual outlay and benefits. But something happened around 2017, and that something was this. Congress stopped even allowing us to have our own budget or appropriations hearing. And as a result, instead of being allowed to operate on 1.2%, that percentage has now declined to about 0.95%. What does that mean in real terms? It means fewer staff than we've ever had in the last 27 years serving more customers, and that is what has contributed to the big decline in customer service. It's what makes those wait times longer, whether it's on the phone or for a disability determination. But when we were allowed to operate at 1.2%, it was pretty efficient and it was pretty effective. Allstate operates on 19% overhead of its annual benefit payouts. Liberty Mutual, Liberty Biberty, operates on 23%. And Social Security, when we used to have congressional budget hearings, was allowed to operate on 1.2%. We can reduce the wait times on the phone. We can reduce the time it takes for an initial disability determination, and we can reduce the time it takes for an appeal, an ALJ hearing on a disability. But we need to be allowed to operate at that traditional 1.2%. You've earned your benefits. You've earned a high level of customer service. We need to ask our Congress to allow us to use the monies that you've already paid in so that you can get somebody on the phone when you need us and you have to call. The good news on the horizon is this. The president's budget for fiscal year 25 is a big, solid step in the right direction. It would allow us to restore staffing levels that we haven't seen here for years. That'll allow us to answer the phone quicker, to process benefit applications quicker, and to make those critical determinations for people who are suffering from a disability. So thank you for listening. Please make sure your friends and your neighbors understand what's going on, and most importantly, where we can go in order to restore the customer service that you should expect from your Social Security Administration of the United States of America. Thanks a lot.
So that was the Martin O'Malley commissioner talking more about Social Security. I guess it's some part or part of some outreach program educating more people on Social Security. Now, I think people are pretty informed about Social Security, especially if you watch my channel. Subscribe to the channel if you appreciate all these updates on Social Security. I think people are informed. Also, people are very informed of the inaction of Congress. Regardless of what information the SSA puts out, people want to see the change happening in Congress, which is not happening yet. So regardless of all these announcements and news coming from Martin O'Malley and the SSA, people want to see a change, an expansion, reform, increase in benefits for Social Security. Having these, I guess, is educational, these type of videos, but it's not really helping people feel more at ease when it comes to Social Security paying for their essential needs like house, shelter, utilities, and food. Anyways, that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. And what I was gonna say is just enjoy the moments right now. Don't be like maybe I'm not good for this. Just do it. Something, if you want to do it, then you can. Because It's just a one-time thing because you should always do something now than always later, because then it might not be the right time and it might not be the right ending. You might have like people or like.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see the GOP 10-point plan for Social Security that current House Speaker Mike Johnson supported, you're going to want to click this video over here and I'll give you the details on that. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.